I'm Sebastian Bjernegard. I'm a sophomore biblical studies and philosophy major from Uppland, Väsby, Sweden. My first day at Belhaven was just overwhelming. I came here far from home, come to a school, and I'm not sure what to expect. And I get here, and I see all these people running around. I'm supposed to check in somewhere, and they leave me there, and they check me in, and they take me where I can put my stuff in my room. And this guy take my big suitcase that I have filled with stuff that I brought from home. So it's probably like 80 pounds. He just takes it up 3 flights of stairs into my room, presents himself, and he's my RA. It can definitely be harder in many ways for international students to come to Belhaven, especially if you're not too well in the language. Like I know, coming here my first time, English is a difficulty because it's not your native language. But I feel like my RA, as well as my roommate, has been helpful in that way. And this year, I have an international student myself on my hall, who's from South Korea, and I put down myself a lot of time in him to make him feel welcome by introducing him to the people and how the things work at college. Because sure, many Americans, they don't know how college works, but a foreigner doesn't know at all. So yeah, I'm just making sure that whenever I have an international under my wing, that I will help him get adjusted, because he's not just dealing with adjustments of moving from his home, but also from a different country, a different culture. And I know that every international will sooner or later face a cultural shock. So I see it's my responsibility to help him work through that. When I first looked at how much it would cost me to go to Belhaven, when I became interested in the school, I knew that there was no way I could pay for it, because I knew my parents, they wouldn't support that. They would support me till I finish high school, and college it's up to myself. And since college is free in Sweden, it's another reason why they shouldn't support me. So I talked with the admission office to see what could they do for me, because I knew I could take loans to a certain limit, but I knew that the Belhaven cost was just way above that. And through many tribulation, a lot of communication in between us, and things falling apart on one side, and I thinking, okay, this is a sign that God doesn't want me to go to Belhaven. And the next day he shows up in form of an email saying, hey, here's how much we can give you in a scholarship. And I looked at that, and I looked at how much I would have to pay, and I saw that it would be possible for me to take loans for that amount and be able to go to Belhaven. If I got to sit face to face with the donor that made it possible for me to go from Sweden, to go from the education that I will get there of secular humanism, and come to Belhaven, where my faith now is strong, and where God has provided a platform onto which I can move on, hopefully towards seminary, to bring back His truth to Sweden. I would just praise God for Him. People should make a scholarship gift to Belhaven, because I believe that's a part of the Christian life. We're called to give, not only to the church, but to those in need.